Okay, the first thing we're going to do is tuning your banjo. Banjos are typically tuned to 440 standard tuning, and you can use any type of tuner. This is it's an old chord style tuner. We also have one that goes on top of your banjo head. Either way, okay. So we got the kind that goes on clip on the top, and we got the chord style tuner. Either one will work. We're going to use this one here for now, and I'm going to show you how this one works. Then I'm going to show you how this other one works. Okay. When we do the tuning of the banjo, we want to make sure just kind of wear a pick. I'm just putting my thumb pick on, no matter which one, so I can get a good clean sound. Okay, I'm with my tuner on. I wanted to be able to see. Let me see. See the green light in the middle. I want it to be solely green. Looks like it's a little flat, ain't it? So let's get that sharpened up a little bit. So we're going to turn it tighter to increase the tension to make the string higher. Okay. That's my G. Next one's D. That's also a little flat. Not much. You just tune a little bit of time, especially when it's so close to being green or red. Just a little bit turning at a time. That's right on the money. The next one's G. That's too sharp. Let's take it down. Right there it is. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to make that green light just solid green. See, that stays mostly in the green. Okay, it stays mostly in the green. It might hit a little bit of red, but we want mostly green light. Okay, next one's B. That's a little flat. And again, that's going to be mostly in the green. That's good tuning. And the next one's D. So if we have it all in tune, it's going to sound as a G chord, because all the three notes compose the chord G chord, G, B, and D. That's all we got here is G, B, and D. So if I was just take my finger and play it up here on the second fret, that's beginning by A. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. Now if you notice, my finger is now on the 12th fret again. The two dots lets me know that's an octave higher. Every one of these strings, when it gets down to here, it'd be an octave higher. Now you might say, well, how does it work with the fifth string? It ain't gonna be an octave higher from there because it's only 5 strings. This is a G note. This ain't gonna be a G note. Or is it? No. That's a D. D. It'd be a G here. Fifth string, bottom, and the top string open is my G. So that's the first thing we'll do in tuning. Now I got my G. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start learning how to wear some picks. Now as you can see, I already got my thumb pick on. We want it kind of just pushed right past, just a little bit rested right there on your knuckle. Some people wear it a little bit tighter up here than others. To me, it falls off. I want it nice and snug against that knuckle, so I won't lose about losing it. And these other ones, these other little finger picks that people, some people wear thicker brands, heavier brand. I can't take that. I use thinner brand. I use .013. I like the lightness. My fingers are too heavy anyway, so I don't want to weigh them down with picks. So I'm only going to put my picks where my back of my picks is behind the back of my fingers. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with them like that. I'm walking toward my thumb, not away from it. If I was going to go away from my thumb, I would work the opposite direction. But I'm coming toward my thumb, so I want my finger, see here. just did there are some basic G rolls. I'm not doing anything on my left hand at all. I'm playing my finger down on the bass of the banjo. Okay. Now another way you can get a tuning is just check to see if the same key down here, this is the same as this one. Because if you get higher down, your bridge could be off. That sounds about the same. My bridge sounds about right. So now we're going to look at just doing some basic rolls. We're going to take thumb, index, middle. It's just thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to, as we do the banjo, we're going to just simply go. That's what we call a forward roll. You notice I'm not doing anything with my left hand. Next thing we're going to do is a backward roll. So instead of going thumb, index, middle, we're going to go thumb, middle, index. So we're going to basically hit my thumb first, middle string to the bottom. I'm hitting my thumb, middle, then my index. Next thing I'm going to try to do is the alternating thumb pattern. So I'm going to hit thumb, index, thumb, middle. So as you see this here, it looks like this. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. Now if we put on, we can roll them together. My next one's called be like a rock on. I'm going to just take my thumb and my middle finger. I'm hitting the top string and the bottom string. And a pinch, using my thumb and middle fingers at the same time. Or taking these two fingers at the same time. And when we play a song, we just use those patterns over and over again. Whether it be forward roll, backward roll. Forward roll, backward roll. Alternating thumb pattern. Rock on, pinch. We got like a roll on. Almost like a rock on, because you just do it. So rock on could be thumb in the middle, or it could be index in the middle. And all them techniques are pretty much any song you play, you're going to use a combination of those techniques. All right, now next song the first song we're going to learn on this one here is called Boil 'em Cabbage. It's just G, C, and D. Now, we already know the G string. We already know that's open G. But if we're going to use our fingers to do that, we're going to put our fingers here and here. The first finger on the second string, 3rd fret. The middle finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Just use those two. And we're going to alternate between this pattern here, where there's 1 fret difference, down to both of them on a 5, back up to 4-3, then go to 2-1, then back down again. So all you're doing is keeping those fingers in that same position. 4-3 here, 5-5 here, 4-3 here, 2-1 here. That's what it sounds like. We're going to do alternating thumb pattern. So it'll be like this. And we're going to do this twice with each finger. Then we're going down to C. All I do is an alternating thumb pattern. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. But we do it twice. Slide down to 5. Back to 4-3. Then up to 2-1. makes this here a G chord? If I was going to make a full G chord using this pattern, it'd be looking like this, with my this ring here and my ring finger there and my finger down here. That's my full G pattern. So it doesn't matter really if I use this or not, or if I just use this, because still, it's still open G. That note there at bottom string is the same as this top one. This note here, the fourth string, is the same as this string open. So I can go. Well, another thing with using that particular formation is I could do what they call chop, so I just kind of mute the strings. So if I'm playing a rhythm, a backup banjo, it can do. So it's not very loud. But this is the reason why you make it like this. And why do you bring it like here like this? Because remember I told you if you do it like that, it's a C chord. Well, I'm going to play it like this. That's my C. So we got G, C, D. I can go like this. That's the same song. So now we got our banjo in tune, G, B, G, D, G, B, D, G, D, G, B,